With Kyrie Irving closing in on a deal with the Brooklyn Nets, they're not running a two-guard offense, small guard offense with Kyrie and D'Angelo Russell. So here's the situation with D. Russell. The Nets have two options. They could either wait this thing out and see if there are some sign and trade possibilities on the table that they like, right? They're going to try to help D'Angelo Russell out. Obviously, this is a slap in the face to him. This is ironically the second team to kind of give up on him. We'll talk about the other team in a second that might give him a second chance, right? So if you're the Nets, the Minnesota Timberwolves have had interest in D'Angelo Russell. D. Russell and Karl-Anthony Towns, they were the number one and number two picks in their 2015 NBA draft. They're really good friends. The T-Wolves are trying to convince the Minnesota Timberwolves on taking on Andrew Wiggins' contract. I don't believe the Brooklyn Nets, will want to do that. T-Wolves are trying to trade Wiggins to the Nets for D'Angelo Russell. They're not willing to do that right now. I doubt at least they do that. That's a lot of cap that you're bringing on. Depends on what happens with Kevin Durant as well. We'll see what happens. But for right now, I'm hearing that the Nets don't want Wiggins. But the T-Wolves are trying to work out a deal for a sign and trade. The Lakers are in play. Other teams, we'll see who gets interested in D'Angelo Russell. The Nets could hold on to Russell for a few days to try to work out a sign and trade so they could get some picks back or maybe a player or two back for Russell. If that doesn't work out, you could expect D'Angelo Russell for his rights to be renounced by the Nets. He'd become an unrestricted free agent then. And as of today, the Lakers and D'Angelo Russell, they have a meeting in place. These two sides are going to meet. Obviously, the Lakers' number one priority is to sign Kawhi Leonard. If that didn't work out, I'm guessing number two at this point in time would be D'Angelo Russell. Now, there's a lot of opinion that I could give on a couple of these scenarios. I'll just say this. In regards to the Lakers, I think if they don't get Kawhi Leonard, I like Russell. I don't think it's a bad fit, but my goal would be to go get role players. That's what I would do, but I'm not a GM. I'm not a VP. I'm not Rob Pelinka. That's what he wants to do. This seems like a Magic Johnson-like move, right? I would go get role players, but they're going after 3 stars. Also, I wanted to bring this up. I don't understand why the Brooklyn Nets are so sold on giving up on D'Angelo Russell for Kyrie Irving. Like, Russell got you to a 6th seed in the East. Y'all, this was a super competitive team, and the chemistry was right on that team last year. I'm not sure if Kyrie's cool with a couple guys on that Nets roster, but that Nets roster, to me, up and down, is not better talent for talent than that Boston Celtics roster that Kyrie just played on. And in my opinion, this is my opinion, I think D'Angelo Russell's got a more doable personality than Kyrie Irving. I could see that going down in flames. To me, the Nets are looking for star power to sell tickets, and Kyrie is a star. There'll be the hometown element. I just don't think this makes a lot of sense from basketball perspective, because the Nets are moving without KD signed. They're going to go ahead and get Kyrie signed right now with no commitment from KD. I just think it's super risky, my opinion. But those two sides seem to be locked and loaded and married to each other at this point. D'Angelo Russell, he's going to be on the open market. And I'm telling you, man, I think the Lakers are going to make that trigger for him. The T-Wolves or the Lakers are the two teams that we're hearing a lot of traction from right now. T-Wolves need to get some other pieces involved to gain the Nets' interest.
I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro. Mr.
Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's. You can't do nothing but win.